A furious storm of claws and scale. A strange snaky tail dances in the open in full display, sparkling. A dullness attaches to my senses. My body goes heavy and numb. It rears higher as it comes nearer. 2 hands equipped with claws stab the ground as it walks towards us. Thin lips peel back to reveal sharp, straight black teeth, so different from its magnificent golden scales on its frame. Mist streams out of its slit that's passing for nostrils. A clucking noise echoes from its throat. Its tail keeps us prisoner, enthralling us. Suddenly, its tail lowers, caught beneath it, lifting its body, high above our heads. Claws skitter on Anta's skin. A smile appears on her face, and she inches closer to the nightmare. Pretty thing. It touches her cheek reverently and claps its hands in excitement, and turns its gaze on the rest of us, happy with its treat. An almost childish grin and innocence on its face. It studies the 2 boys, and swings its gaze on me. A pleasant hiss streams out of its mouth, and it caresses a lock of my hair, staring at my forehead with an uncanny look in its eyes, like the 2 of us are the hoarders of secrets. A slight movement behind it has the grin disappearing from its place. The cry of steel rings in the air, and it whips its body around faster than my eyes could track, facing the threat that stands behind him, breaking the spell he has put us in. A bold girl stands before us, wearing tattered dashiki and trousers riddled with holes, like the clothes the dead bodies wore. A huge scythe in hand, hard eyes survey our little group with a detachment that's worrying. With a snarl, the creature launches itself at the girl. She does a shout of her own and meets it head-on. The scythe arcs in the air, coming for it. She wasn't paying much attention to the animal's tail. All she wants is to have the creature dead. I launch my body in the air. Jumping on a trench, I somersault and hack at the creature's tail that was about to stab her in the back. She buries her scythe in his shoulders and roots it out. Black goo pours out of the wound. Its shriek of pain and agony bounces off the walls of the trenches, forcing people to clap hands to their ears. Betrayed, angry eyes land on me, and a hiss follows. It turns on me, claws slash at me, and I jump out of their way. The girl leaps in the air, ready to hack it to pieces, but a tail slams into her, smashing her to the wall. The scythe falls from her hands. She got up again and retrieved the scythe, fierce determination shining in her eyes. 4 days apart, and Anta came alive. They attacked the creature. The creature flings its arms out, and we went flying in the air. Its dark eyes flared red. It starts for me, crawling on its 2 hands, a macabre grin on its face. A stillness claims my senses, and I watch in horror as it comes closer to me. I glance to see all others fighting invisible bounds. Sweet morsel. It says, voice hoarse, flashing glass-like teeth. It grips my cheeks and waves a hand in the air. A whole wafting sulfur smoke opens, and it drags me towards it. I struggle, but it is of no use. My hands brush the girl's side. I heft it up and bring it down on the hand holding me, and kick it into the hole, crawling away from it. An enraged bellow bursts out of its thin lips, and it climbs out of the hole, cradling its amputated, bleeding hand. Ebony, shimmering arrows carved with runes fly in the air and embed into the creature. It raises a hand and falls, then opens its mouth, as if to say something. But another struck him. He crumples. Smoke rises off its skin and disintegrates before our eyes, and the hole disappears. I glance back and meet Na's eyes furious. Concerned eyes, she stands in the stands flanked by 2 guards, a strange desperation shining in her eyes. An iron bar door opens, and a guard beckons us forward. We obey, the fight slipping out of us. I exchange looks with Anta. There's no way we are going to get out of this without heavy punishment. The guard leads us out of the dark, dank room we stepped into. We walk past groups of children about our age sitting on the floor, hollow eyes tracking us, craving the freedom that we have. Na meets us. She pulls us in her embrace. The girl lingers behind in the hall. Her eyes take us in. Anger flares in her eyes, one riding on the wings of sadness. I meet her eyes and dip my head in thanks. Her eyes widen in surprise. Then they harden into obsidian frost. She dips it back and turns her back on us, steps resonating, and then she's gone, sucked into the inky darkness of the cell. I meet the eyes of the raven driving a carriage with an iron cage filled with people. A child with antelope horns clutches at one with tiger stripes. Stop staring, Khora. I snap my gaze to Noah's chiding ones. What are they? They are allurers, sinners. Their wheel turn is cursed for 7 wheels turns by the ones above, and as punishment are to repent however the emperor sees fit. Now stop your gawking, girl. Trouble follows allurers wherever they go. She hisses and drags me out of there, and yet my eyes couldn't stop looking at the forlorn, ragged, bloody group huddled in the small cage. A carriage comes to a stop, and the groom opens the door. We step towards it, but a hand stops us midway. No, just him. The rest of you sit at the back. I open my mouth to protest, but Now clamps a hand on my mouth and pulls me to the back of the carriage. I grudgingly let her sit me on the rough stalls. The carriage rocks into motion, and Foley casts us an apologetic look, and Anta reciprocates it with a smile. I refuse to meet his eyes, feeling like I do when I'm reminded of my place in society, that I'm nothing no matter who I'm with or what I do. In the end, it matters not. The carriage speeds out of there and towards home. Home, I thought of it. It should be like a prison, but in another way, it isn't. My gaze falls on the three who make me look at life differently every time I want to give up. Chapter 2. Ash's Hope Khora footsteps ring out in the huge hall, getting closer every moment. I recognize the well-made leather sandals. I don't even have to lift my head to see who it was. The scent of ash and anguish wafts off him in waves, and I struggle to breathe. I cringe when a hand touches my head, running a finger through my hair. He chuckles, and I want to jam the scrubber down his throat. I hope that you are looking forward to your initiation, half-breed. The word stung. I'd rather be called slave than be reminded of my mixed heritage. I hiss in a breath and anchor my burgeoning anger that's being sparked. How could I forget my initiation? Next week I will be assigned to a Nyangsho's house. I don't know what they will make out of me. Pain's the only thing I know. The first thing I was anointed on my first day in the slave pens. The searing pain as the iron-hot brander was put on my unblemished skin. I could remember creating the secret place that I hid myself in. A place that is warm, full of happiness. A place where I will never be hurt. A place that I was not a slave. A place where I do not have to hide my marks. Drumbeats start in the distance. It pulls me out of my reverie. I continue scrubbing the floor. Take your hands off of her, Master D2. Na strides in the room, her eyes glittering with something I have never seen before. I don't take orders from you, slave. Sure, but I hope that your father will be thrilled when he learns that you are messing with the slaves that are yet to be initiated. This is not over, slave, he whispers under his breath before walking out. I watch D2 stride out angrily. I release a sigh that I didn't know that I was holding. D2, the son of Lord Lamwan, the opposite of his father. Lately, he has set his sights on me, determining to corner me every moment that I'm alone. The reason why I was here scrubbing the floor and not so in my initiation garb like the rest of them. I had gotten into a fight and was punished. Are you okay? Yes. Nah. I am. Thank you. She nods and walks away. I finish the last spot. I lift my water skin bag and hurry out of there. Asterisk, 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 asterisk. I bang my head on the floor and groan, forcing myself up. My eyelids fought to stay open. Everyone had finished with their sewing. I was the only one left. A drum thumps in the night, signaling that it's midnight. I put down my sewing and hurry out of there. Sneaking was never my problem. I have mastered the art of stealth at an early age, knowing what the consequences of being caught outside. So learning the art of sly footing is the best choice if you don't want to be discovered where you shouldn't be. I wince when I remember the pain of the whip as it lacerates my vulnerable flesh. The sheer nauseous delight on the face of the whipmaster, someone I abhor the moment I set eyes on him. He whipped a slave to death just to keep us in line. I sneaked out of the great hall, past the guards doing sentry duty outside. The flames in the torches flare brighter when I pass them. I run a hand on the wall, looking for the small nook that's there. A click told me that I had found it. I grin and slunk inside, on my hands and knees. Darkness blankets me. I welcome it, my eyes having no trouble seeing in the dark. I stepped into a small room, air whooshed behind me, and I turned round just in time as a fist crashes towards me. I catch it mere inches from my face. Another attack came to my left, and I dodged the attack, scoring a few punches of my own. Whirling round, I deliver a spinning kick to my attacker's sternum. A gasp echoes out, and I switch to offensive. Light flares to life, and I scowl at the duel. Finding it hard to keep up, Khora. Is the sewing getting to you? I huff at him and increase the speed of my assaults. I snatch the wooden sword from the floor and lunge at him. He grins at me, giving the look he gives me whenever he manipulates me into giving in to my urge of letting my anger control me. He clashed blades with me. My sword clattered on the floor, and he held his wooden sword to my throat. You are dead. You always win for day, because you let what you feel get the best of you, Khora. A warrior should